What if the West Virginia in country roads isn't what you think it is? What if the place it describes isn't exactly the place that inspired it? This is the story behind one of the most beloved songs in American music, Take Me Home, Country Roads, a tale that winds far beyond the Blue Ridge Mountains into a realm of chance encounters, late-night creativity, and the bittersweet power of nostalgia. Prepare to uncover the surprising origins and lasting legacy of this iconic anthem. When you hear the opening lines, almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River, it paints a vivid picture. You can almost feel the cool mountain air, see the rolling hills, hear the gentle flow of the river. It's a perfect portrait of a place many hold dear in their hearts, even if they've never been there. To millions, Country Roads is synonymous with the spirit of West Virginia, a heartfelt love letter set to music. But here's the twist. John Denver, the voice so closely tied to the song, was not from West Virginia. In fact, he had never even visited the state when he first sang those words. Born Henry John Deutschendorf Jr. in New Mexico and raised partly in Texas, Denver was an artist of the West and Southwest. His upbringing was steeped in the vast, open spaces and rugged landscapes of the American West, not the misty Appalachians. So how did he come to sing with such conviction about a place so far from his own experience? The answer begins on a cold December night in 1970 in Washington, D.C. In a modest apartment filled with the scent of coffee and cigarette smoke, two songwriters were working on a tune that would soon change everything. Bill Danoff and Taffy Nivert, a married couple deeply embedded in the D.C. folk scene, were piecing together the first threads of a song about longing, travel, and the unshakable pull of home. The melody had been inspired by Bill's drives through the quiet country roads of Maryland and parts of Virginia, winding routes that felt like escapes from the urban hustle. But the song as it stood was unfinished, its chorus still raw, its destination uncertain. Bill's earliest version of the chorus sang about Massachusetts. That's right. Almost Heaven, Massachusetts was the initial lyrical idea, a placeholder that didn't quite fit or sing right. It was the heart and soul of the song, but it lacked the magic spark that would make it unforgettable. It was a work in progress. One evening, after a show in the city, John Denver stopped by Bill and Taffy's apartment. The three were friends and collaborators within the folk music circuit, and Denver was searching for new songs to record. When Bill and Taffy played the unfinished tune for him, something clicked. Denver felt an immediate connection to the song's mood and melody, even if the words weren't quite there yet. They decided to stay up through the night, working together. 3 minds, 1 guitar, endless cups of coffee, rewriting and refining the song. Over the course of those long hours, they transformed the lyrics. The word Massachusetts was replaced with West Virginia, a choice guided by both the rhythm and the evocative imagery the name conjured. West Virginia had a romantic, almost mythical resonance, rolling smoothly in the melody and carrying a wistful weight. Bill Danoff would later reflect on that night, saying, "We just kept going until we couldn't see straight." It was one of those nights where the song feels like it's writing itself. That feeling, that moment of flow and creation, is something rare, where everything aligns perfectly and a song finds its voice. Despite the lyrical focus, Bill Danoff himself had never been to West Virginia when he co-wrote the song. He had, however, been inspired by stories from a friend attending West Virginia University. Those stories painted images of the mountains, rivers, and the quiet small towns tucked into valleys, a place that seemed to embody the essence of home and escape. Within days, John Denver debuted Take Me Home, Country Roads during a live performance at the Cellar Door, a small D.C. club known for intimate, soulful shows. Bill and Taffy joined him on stage for harmonies, and the audience's immediate warm reaction confirmed what they had suspected. This song was special. It wasn't just another folk tune. It was an anthem in the making. The song was recorded in early 1971 at RCA Studio in New York. The session was straightforward and heartfelt. Denver's clear, bright vocals floated above finger-picked acoustic guitar, gentle bass, and subtle percussion. Bill and Taffy's harmonies wove softly around him, creating a warm and spacious sound. They captured a performance that was nearly live, preserving the emotion and immediacy of that first night. When the single was released in April 1971, it took time to gather momentum. Slowly but surely, Country Roads climbed the Billboard Hot 100 charts, eventually peaking at number 2 in August. It was a commercial success, but more importantly, it resonated deeply with listeners. The song's power lay in its universal themes: the yearning for home, the comfort of familiar places, and the bittersweet ache of being far away. Musically, Country Roads is deceptively simple, rooted in the fundamentals of folk and country. Set in the key of A major, it follows a classic I-4-5 chord progression, a structure that feels familiar and accessible. The chorus melody lifts the listener, inviting them to sing along, to feel carried by the music itself. Denver's vocal delivery strikes a perfect balance, clear and bright, yet infused with a subtle ache that suggests both joy and longing. The harmonies of Bill and Taffy add depth and texture like the echoes of the mountains calling back. Lyrically, the song mixes specific imagery, the Shenandoah River, the Blue Ridge Mountains, with feelings that anyone, anywhere can relate to. The line, "I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday," encapsulates a timeless, universal sentiment, the pull of belonging, the invisible threads that tie us to a place. The timing of the song's release was significant. America in the early 1970s was a nation in flux. The Vietnam War was ongoing, protests and cultural upheaval were common, and many Americans felt adrift. Country Roads offered a refuge, a momentary escape back to simpler, quieter times and places. It became a song of comfort, a balm for restless hearts. Radio DJs played it endlessly. Audiences requested it everywhere. Interestingly, the song's geography is not perfectly accurate. The Blue Ridge Mountains and Shenandoah River are largely in Virginia and Maryland, not West Virginia. Yet, West Virginia embraced the song wholeheartedly. For many, it was less about factual precision and more about the spirit of the place, the mountains, the rivers, the sense of home and belonging. At West Virginia University, Country Roads became a cherished tradition. Football fans would join arms and sing it together after every game, win or lose. The song was woven into the fabric of state pride. In 2014, the West Virginia legislature officially designated "Take Me Home, Country Roads" as one of the state's 4 official state songs. But the song's reach extends far beyond Appalachia. It has been sung in karaoke bars in Tokyo, wedding receptions in Ireland, and road trips across Australia. Its presence in movies, TV shows, and video games, notably in Fallout 76, which is set in a post-apocalyptic West Virginia, has introduced it to new generations around the world. At its core, Take Me Home, Country Roads is about something deeply human, the longing for a place to call home. As Bill Danoff put it best, it's not about a state, it's about the idea of home, and everybody has one. That timeless message is why the song continues to resonate, decades after it was first written in a small apartment on a cold winter night. Almost heaven. Take Me Home, Country Roads.